Eating fresh produce is the best way to obtain the nutrients required for optimum health, but the pesticides used on some crops are still a major concern. By choosing organic foods, you can reap the health benefits of fruit and vegetables without exposing yourself to potentially harmful chemicals. But organic food may cost more, and you might need to make a decision about which foods you buy organic. Each year, the Environmental Working Group releases a list of the foods with the highest amount of pesticide residue. It's estimated that you can reduce your exposure by 80% if you switch to organic when buying these 12 fruits and vegetables. Today, I'm at Organic Foods and Cafe to take a look at what's on the list. Topping the most recent list is a tree fruit that always makes the list: apples. More than 40 pesticides have been detected on apples because various chemicals are sprayed on their orchards. Residue is also found in apple juice and apple sauce, making all apple products smart foods to buy organic. Some people recommend peeling apples to reduce exposure, but be aware that you're peeling away many of the fruit's most beneficial nutrients when you do so. If you can't find organic apples, safer fruit alternatives include watermelon, bananas and tangerines. Peaches and nectarines are a great source of vitamin A, vitamin C, potassium and zinc. However, they often contain some of the highest concentrations of pesticides, so buy the organically grown versions whenever you have the opportunity. Blueberries usually make the list as more than 50 pesticides have been detected on them, with frozen blueberries being less contaminated. However, it pays not to cross them off your shopping list, as blueberries have the highest antioxidant content of all the 60 fruits and vegetables analysed. Organic wild-grown versions are not only safer, they're tastier. Farmers typically use fungicide on strawberries as the soft-bodied fruit is prone to fungi attack. Another reason to buy organic strawberries? Studies have shown that antioxidant levels in organically grown strawberries were about 19% higher than those conventionally grown. Leading the leafy green category is spinach, with more than 50 different pesticides. While frozen spinach has nearly as many, canned has fewer. And although lettuce is a great source of vitamin A and folic acid, and is a staple for many healthy salads, it, along with cucumbers, are also best bought organic. Celery is another top offender. Although it doesn't fit the three main categories of foods with the highest pesticide residue, which are tree fruits, berries and leafy greens, tests have found more than 60 different pesticides on celery. If you can't find organic celery, safer alternatives with a similar crunch include broccoli, radishes and onions. Brightly coloured sweet bell peppers contain a variety of nutrients and vitamins, depending on the colour and maturity of the pepper. But because more than 50 pesticides have been detected on them, it's best to always buy organic, or you could try and grow your own at home. Another consistent entrant on the list is imported grapes, which can have more than 30 pesticides. Raisins, not surprisingly, also have high pesticide residue tests. In light of this, you should also consider going organic when buying wine. The fibrous skin of the potato and the layer directly beneath it contain most of the nutrients, so you don't want to have to peel it off. Potatoes contain essential vitamins and nutrients, including vitamins B6 and C, niacin, potassium, iron and magnesium. But even though they grow underground, they may still have high levels of pesticides. There are also some foods that don't make the fruit and vegetable list, but they do make our list, such as meat. While there are generally no pesticides found in beef muscle, fat is another story. Among them are long-living chemicals that accumulate in human fats. It's the same for other meats, with pork fat and chicken thighs having the most pesticide residue, while lean meat comes up clean. 12 different pesticides have been identified in milk, which is of particular concern as it's a staple of children's diets. Many of the coffee beans we buy are grown in countries with lax regulations about the use of pesticides. Check the organic label to make sure you're not buying beans that have been grown or processed with the use of potentially harmful chemicals. And like coffee beans, cocoa beans are grown across the developing world, sometimes without strict laws governing the use of pesticides or even the rights of workers. Buying organic chocolate ensures your sweet treat isn't harming the environment or workers elsewhere. Organic Foods and Cafes stock all of the foods we've talked about today, and if you keep these guidelines in mind, it should be easier to spend your money on organic food wisely and to feed yourself and your family better.